What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is embroidery for beginners, guys. In this video we're going to be talking about what it's really like to own a Bai embroidery machine. So a lot of you guys that are on this channel, you guys probably already own a Bai or are thinking of getting a Bai, and I'm going to tell you guys what it's been like these past year and a half of owning this machine. I'm going to tell you guys a quick amount of pros and a quick amount of cons, right? Let's start off with the bad news. The bad news, guys, is there's no technicians in the United States for Bai embroidery machines. What this means is that if you have a really tough problem that you just can't get past and you have no experience being an embroiderer, this machine is gonna probably not be the best for you. If you're not the type of person that can push through those initial hurdles, if you don't have patience, number one, if you have zero patience, and if you don't have the tenacity to figure out what's wrong with your machine, 9 times out of 10, guys, you guys are gonna start putting that thing up on Facebook. A lot of you guys are probably already putting it up on Facebook, thinking about putting it up on Facebook, because you guys can't get this machine to run properly. So the con is there's no technicians here in the United States for Bai. Official technicians, there's people like myself that can repair, teach, consult people with Bai embroidery machines. I'm no way in any shape associated with Bai, but you guys want to get your machine going and you guys have bought it and you guys just for whatever reason can't get it to go, you guys can reach out to me and we can figure something out, right? But the Bai embroidery machine, it is user friendly in the way that if you're a certain type of person, it's going to be very easy for you. But if you're the type of person that doesn't really like to tweak things, doesn't really like to, try something until it gets done, the machine's probably going to scare you because, number one, it's a beast. And number two, like I said, there's no techs, right? So that's probably the biggest con. Second con is online support is in China, right? What does that mean? That means that when it's 2 a.m. here, that's when they're up. So there's always a conflicting schedule a lot of times. You might need help throughout the day, but they don't respond till the night, and vice versa, depending what part of the United States you live in. Is this a huge issue for someone like myself? Not really, because whenever I run in with problems with the Bai, it's usually something I could fix instantly because I have a lot of experience. But if you're a brand new embroidery user and you've never used an embroidery machine, and you get a bird's nest, for example, and you don't know what to do, well, tough luck. You're out of work for that rest of the day until they wake up. You get me? So I see that a lot on the Bai embroidery group. Is a lot of people need technical help, and the conflicting time zone gets in the way of resolving issues, and that's like I said, people like myself that are familiar with Bai and know how to troubleshoot Bai can help you. So if you guys have an issue with your Bai embroidery machine, do not list it up on Facebook. 9 times out of 10, it's a perfectly good machine. I've already been to countless people's homes and they swear that the machine is completely trash, but then I get there and it's like the tension knobs were tightened up all the way. The bobbin case was tightened up all the way. The needles were facing the wrong direction. The thread path was wrong. There's just so many little tiny factors that as an embroiderer, you're gonna swear that the machine is broken. You're gonna say this machine is trash, when the reality is just your lack of experience. But it's being aware that you have zero to little experience that can put things into perspective, that all you need to do is really have patience. Do not let these embroidery machines companies sell you the dream that you're going to start printing money. This business is very, very cutthroat. A lot of people want to be in this business. A lot of people don't succeed in this business. And the people that do succeed, 9 times out of 10, they don't want to help you, right? Luckily, I'm different. I do want to help you. But at the end of the day, I can't help everyone. So there is a small consulting fee that I charge for those of you guys who want to talk to me, pick my brain, help scale your business. You guys can reach out to me here on YouTube, if you guys are serious, we can figure something out, right? So just know that that's the con. There's no text here, and then the online support is in China, meaning time zone difference is horrible. All right, con number 3, right? This is the big one too. The durability of the hat hoops is pretty, they're not that good, right? Let's be honest, they're not that good. They will get you through, a year, but right now my hoops are about a year and a half, and they're already starting to deteriorate. It could be that I'm not adjusting it correctly. It could be a lot of things, but for some reason, just the quality build of the hat hoops, it's good, but it's not the best. I bought myself a Tajima hat hoop. That thing's a beast. It's made well, and it embroiders the designs just like the Bai, but just the quality build of the hat hoop is way better, right? But at the end of the day, you're buying the Bai Embroidery Machine, not for the hoops, you're buying it for the machine itself. Obviously, the hoops come included, but you gotta look at what you're paying for. They do say you get what you pay for, right? So if you're spending less than half of what a high-end machine costs, you're gonna see a difference in the build quality. And Bai will try and disagree, but it's just the reality. But at the end of the day, a lot of times those higher end machines are out of your budget. Does it mean that the Bai machine is a bad investment? Of course not. Without the Bai Embroidery Machine, I wouldn't have even got this building. It really allowed me to, get a two-head at a time when my business really needed it. So do not get discouraged by what I'm telling you. This is not to bash Bai, but this is a real raw testimony, and it's really just to let you guys know what you guys are getting yourself into. Because obviously a lot of the videos we see are positive. They're positive, and that's fine. It's valid. At the end of the day, they're there to sell machines, and they're there to promote their product. But someone like myself that has nothing not benefiting from promoting Bai or bashing Bai, I just really want to build a channel where people can come, listen to what I say, and just know that it's coming from a genuinely good spot, right? So those are probably the 3 biggest cons. The lack of support, online support, not the lack of, but just the difficulty of getting some. There's a barrier, language barrier as well. The quality of the build of the accessories are kind of like on the lower end. Do they still get by? Yes, of course. They still embroider good. Do they last a test of time? You're probably gonna have to replace them. But does spending an additional, $20,000 justify better quality hat hoops? No. In my opinion, no. So it just really depends where you are at in your business, guys. Do not get discouraged of like, oh, it's a Chinese brand. If you feel like you got it in you to really figure it out, you're gonna figure it out, and you're gonna grow your business, and you're gonna grow it at a good rate. So those are three little cons that I could think of. Now let's talk about the pros. Honestly, guys, the Bai machine, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, it allows you to scale, without breaking the piggy bank. The pro of this machine is that it costs a third, even, I don't even know, I don't want to say a fourth, but at least less than half of what these high-end embroidery machines cost. So if you're in this position where your business is growing, and it's growing, but at the same time, if you were to finance one of these high-end machines and start spending $1,200 on a payment, and that's going to hinder your growth, the Bai is a great option, because at the end of the day, you're still going to be able to embroider things, and you're going to be able to scale your business, and you're not going to break the piggy bank. You know what I'm saying? So that's a pro, is the price. That's probably the biggest pro, really. The price. The price is unbeatable. They're getting more expensive. When I bought mine, it was probably like $1,000 less than what they're going for now with the newer versions, but it's still a great machine, And I complain about it sometimes, when certain things go wrong, but then I'm able to solve it, and it just gets by. Like how the brand is called, Bai. So that's a pro. Pro number 2, guys, is obviously the Facebook group. If you guys are beginners, you guys are probably stuck at the Facebook group. You know, you guys are always going to be reading through there. So it does have a community that are familiar with Bai, although that's not really like the same as talking to someone that is going to really sit down and solve your problem. But it still really does help, because a lot of these other Chinese brands, they don't even have Facebook groups. So you're really just buying something and hoping that it works. So the Bai, the fact that it built a Facebook group and an interactive, robust Facebook group, that's amazing. That's a great thing to have, a great incentive of feeling comfortable of buying. It's like you have a great Facebook group, you know? So that's a big pro for those of you guys that are thinking about getting a Bai, is you guys are gonna have some online support through Facebook group. And I think that's a big plus. Now, let's talk about number 3. Number 3, guys, the number 3 pro of the Bai Embroidery Machine, guys, is that it's an established Chinese brand. So a lot of these Chinese embroidery machines, they probably haven't been around for a couple years, but Bai's been around for a pretty long time. Compared to these other Chinese brands, they've been around for a pretty long time. Meaning the engineers are up there. You know, they already have decades of experience. So the name Bai is starting to become, you know, synonymous with other Chinese brands like Ricoma. You know, in my opinion, Bai is going to be the new Ricoma. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's a good thing for Bai, because they're going to be selling a lot of machines, thousands of machines. They're going to be selling maybe at one point millions of machines, but they're selling machines. So that's a pro, is that the brand Bai is going to stand for something in the future. You're already seeing it. They're selling machines everywhere. They're everywhere. Trust me, they're all over Southern California. I don't know where you guys are from. Comment down below where you guys are from. But anyways, the Bai embroidery machines are starting to be everywhere, and which is good for you as a person, because number 1, the resale value is going to be a little bit higher than what these other unknown Chinese brands are. You're not going to get the same price as like a Tajima, Buruden, obviously, and they're probably not going to withhold their value like that. But as the brand grows and the brand establishes itself more, you are for sure going to get, you know, a good amount of money if you decide to sell the machine. But that's going to take time. You know, you shouldn't be going into this business thinking of selling the machine, but it is a pro knowing that Bai is doing a good job of positioning itself in the marketplace, and it's, you know, taking the branding serious. It's taking its company serious. It's providing, you know, good customer support with the limitations that they have. So that's a quick little rundown, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this style of video. I like this style of video. It's just raw, straight to the point. But I'm gonna end it with this. If you guys have a Bai embroidery machine and you guys need help getting it going, it doesn't even have to be a Bai embroidery machine. It could be another type of machine. I know embroidery, I have over almost 10 years of experience. So if you guys are struggling with getting your embroidery business off the ground, and you guys are serious and you guys want to invest, reach out to me. You guys can comment down below and we'll figure something out. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys like the video, make sure you guys like it and subscribe, because this channel is just beginning, and we're gonna make sure that whoever is struggling with embroidery or has questions about brands uses this YouTube channel as a resource. This is your boy Junior. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next video.